Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is the last day with the Tesla Model Y. I've decided to trade this thing in. I just don't want to be doing long trips in a electric vehicle yet. There's just too much involved with charging stops, adding on time to my trips. So that's the main reason for getting rid of it, and then a few other reasons we'll talk about. But we're about to go pick up the new car, which is a Mazda CX90 plug-in hybrid. They just came out with these, so it's a brand new 2024 we're picking up, so stick with us. What's up guys, we've made it to Woodhouse Mazda in Omaha. Here is the new ride that we are picking up, the plug-in hybrid electric vehicle CX90. So I think they look pretty cool. This is like one of my second or third choices on color. I really like the white, but they didn't have any of those that weren't the demo, so they wouldn't sell it to us. So gray is the color choice. But yeah, I think we're gonna enjoy it. We'll definitely be making some how-to videos and all the videos about the ins and outs of the CX90 plug-in hybrid. But excited to try it out. That was the main thing that I was interested in, is just having that electric range in town, and then we can use the gas for long trips and not have to worry about charging. So I think it's going to be the optimal EV for me, at least. Alright guys, here's a walk around of the new ride, the 2024 all new Mazda CX90 plug-in hybrid. So this is the premium model. They do have the plug-in hybrid in a base model, and then premium plus would be the one step up from this. But yeah, so far I'm digging the gray color. I'm a gray color kind of guy on cars, silvers, grays. It has a clean look to it. And if you guys have already noticed, they do not put any cutouts for exhaust, which is fine by me, because we're trying to use this mainly in electric mode in town when we can, and then have the ability for long distance trips and not have to stop and charge. But we'll show you guys the interior room here. Has the little foot wave for opening, which is nice. So as you can see right here, we currently have the third row folded down. And if you compare this to some of the other three-row crossovers, the storage room is small in comparison. It's about 40 cubic feet of storage with the second row folded down. And it's hard to find those numbers. They like to tell you how much storage space is behind the third row and with all of the seats folded down. So if you have the third row folded or in the upright position, there's only about 14 cubic feet of space, which is not much. I'm used to our Ford Explorer that we had previously, and that had 54 cubic feet with the third row folded down. So it does have a little bit less on the cargo storage, but it is a very pleasant interior with lots of amenities. So you got the outlets here in the back, and even the third row's got a charging port, USB-C on each side. And I guess they think people are going to get dehydrated back here, so you got 4 cup holders back here. And then there's one more power outlet there, cigarette lighter style. We'll head on up to the second row here. Alright, so here's the second row with the bucket seats. And there is no center console back here on the premium trim, but there is a cup holder there that folds down. And then we do have the rear climate controls, a couple more USB-Cs. But yeah, the feel and the quality of the materials are very high end in this thing. That's what kind of drew me to it. It's definitely borderline luxury in this thing. So very well made, very nice materials. So we have our charge port on the passenger side. This thing is massive. Don't know exactly why it had to be so big, and this is very cheap, flimsy plastic, so I'm not a fan of that. But your standard J1772 plug. And then if we walk around to the other side, it's where we fill her up with fuel. So this is also cheap in plastic. I just don't know how well that's gonna hold up. And it's been a while since I've had an actual gas cap. Most of my Ford vehicles and newer vehicles have the capless system, so to get used to using a gas cap again. But yeah. Alright guys, so here's the interior. That's the new updated all digital display. Is pretty cool looking, has a lot of information in that display console there, as you can see. We have the speedometer in digital there in the middle up top, and then on the left we've got a power meter, and the bottom down here is actually regen braking. It'll show how much electricity you're regenerating when you slow down, let off the gas or brake. And then we've got our electric fuel gauge up top and the regular gas gauge down here. 37 miles per gallon is a little misleading because we've been trying to drive this thing in electric only. The only time we did gas was on our 100-mile trip home from the dealer. So we're trying to keep our daily commutes in electric only. So sometimes that means we have to charge it nightly because it's only 25-mile range. But yeah, it's a nice cabin to be in. We have noticed that there's not a lot of storage space here to put things. You got cup holders, and we're using it for non-cups right now. And then we got our wireless charger up there. And then the HVAC controls with the physical buttons are nice to have. But yeah, the materials, the fit and finish, even up here, is good. The leather is very nice. So we'll give you a quick look under the hood here. Alright guys, so here's under the hood of this new vehicle, the new CX90. So since this is the hybrid, you do have the option to open this up here a little bit. And look at that thing. Look at all the unused space there. All that room for the inline six. That 4-cylinder just sits so far back. And you've seen other reviewers mentioning that this technically, if you look down there, is a mid-engine, front mid-engine SUV, if you can believe that, just because that engine is sitting all behind that front axle. But if anybody was wondering what oil this thing takes, 0W20, which that seems like a weird weight to me. So we'll have to see what offerings are out there for 0W20. I'm sure Mobil has some. But yeah, it's a very spacious engine compartment with the 4-cylinder. And I kind of like it that it has this little cover. I think that's to kind of alleviate some engine noise, kind of keep it a little quieter. Definitely looks better with that. So really, it's a very clean engine bay. Not a lot going on in here. This is your coolant pressure cap and overflow tank here, and then all you've got otherwise under here is your windshield washer fluid. So alright guys, so that about does it for this video here. That is the Tesla replacement. We will definitely be getting a driving review in for you soon. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Have a good one.